just to keep from calling you Lord. I'm too young to just hang around, too proud to be your fool. You said no thank you when I tried to get you.
What's going on, fishy friends? Yep. You're expecting the North Carolina Inshore Fishing Report tonight. And
sad.
unfortunately, our guest, Captain Dana Tabarini, was unable to make it with us tonight. But you know what? That's not going to keep us from going live.
All right. We're going to just free flow this.
We're just going to free flow. Well, what are we going to do?
Cool.
You want to do prizes? We still got prizes.
Yes, we do prizes.
We still got prizes.
Fun.
So anybody, the last show didn't know the answer, but if you can chime in and say where this guy, Crazyhorse, got his nickname from. If you can say where Crazyhorse got his nickname from, you got the pink 6-inch BKDs.
Oh, it comes with Lady C's hair.
Lady C hair on it. The pink 6-inch BKD. This is a bull red killer, by the way. You can tear it up on these things. If you don't have a fly rod like Tom Weaver.
Oh, that was wild. Fly rod beat everybody.
And then we got the 1/2-ounce jig head. So like the redfish that I'm seeing, that you can catch them anywhere from like 15 to 50 feet of water. If you're finding them in that 15-20 foot zone, perfect. Also, the redfish, we don't need a guest. I'll just talk the whole time.
All right.
The bull reds also, if you know where to go, which, sorry, we're not going to share. We'd have the whole Chesapeake Bay on us if we did. If you know where to go and you put in the time, they'll come up and they will make that surface water boil. And you just throw this in the middle of it, boom, you're on. Bam.
Okay.
Boom. Wham. All you got to do is say where I got my nickname from.
All right. I feel like this is a bloopers show here. We're just going to free flow this. So the question is.
I am a walking blooper. The question for the.
To win the goodies.
For the goodies. Oh, we had another. You know what? Let's spice it up.
Okay.
Let's see if somebody wants to, call a friend and figure out where this came from. We had another prize,
shout out,
which was a $20 gift certificate to Backyard Custom Rods. So it's a Steve Fogel custom. I call them my Stevie sticks. I have one. I'm about to get a second one. I ordered a second one.
I have one.
So if you want $20 off of a Stevie stick, a Backyard Custom Rod, and the pink bull red fish killers, and the 1/2-ounce jig heads. All sponsors, all great people. Love them. Sorry, I'm talking the whole time.
Well, I'm going to just step in here. But Christmas is right around the corner. I think $20 off a rod is a good deal. So just to answer a simple question, how did Crazyhorse get his nickname?
Yep.
That's a good question. Yeah. So let's talk about you, Crazyhorse. I know you like talking about yourself.
I do. I'm a big fan.
Most of our audience knows you, but where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
You don't have an accent.
I played high school football.
Okay, we're going way back now.
And college football. I'm trying to help people out a little bit. That's good. I grew up in downtown Atlanta. I started fishing at Piedmont Park, which, I think the pond is clean now, but Piedmont Park used to be we'd go play football down there, and my brother would throw the ball to me, and before I dove for the ball, I'd have to check to make sure there weren't hypodermic needles on the ground, because that's where the bikers would go shoot up. And then if you walk down the hill, there was a pond that was in kind of two sections. There was a pond and then a bridge and a gazebo and another part of the pond. Both ponds were just totally disgusting. Three-eyed fish. I mean, not really, but you would never eat anything out of this water.
Wow,
it's full of algae by July. But there were giant fish in there, and we would just go down and catch brim, bass, catfish.
sounds like some areas of the Potomac. I remember the first time I went out, they had signs that say basically don't touch the water because there's poopies in there. The smell was interesting. So it was an interesting upbringing.
Yeah, I mean, this is very much inner city. So like Piedmont Park is right in Midtown Atlanta, and you know, fish at this pond, and look to your, I guess, left if you're on the big dock, and you know, city skyline of Atlanta. So it's like right smack in the middle of the city.
Cool.
That's where I started fishing.
Wow.
With my zip code 33.
We actually both grew up in the hood. That's interesting. Maybe that's what brought us together.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. What was the first fish you caught? Do you remember that far back?
I would imagine it was a big fat bluegill. Well, you know, everyone wants to think their first fish was like a big fish.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was big if you were little, right?
Probably, yeah. I remember the most memorable fishing story. We were actually down at the beach as a family trip down on Hilton Head. And
Hilton Head.
Yeah, there was like, you know, we didn't have that big money to like stay on the beach. So we had to have one of the condos off the beach. And there was another pond like in between all the condos at the beach. And I was just fishing with bread. And I wasn't catching anything all day. Bread under a bobber. And a duck came up. And I threw him a piece of my bread. And the duck ate the bread. And he was really happy about it.
Wow. And
then another duck came up. And I gave him a piece of my bread. Then,
you have a sensitive side.
10 minutes later, no, this ends poorly.
It's going to get gory. Okay.
10 minutes later, there's like 600 ducks. I mean, this is my childhood memory, but there was a lot of ducks. And I ran out of bread. And the ducks were at me, and I was probably only like 7 years old. And the ducks are coming at me, and I literally sprint as fast as I could around this pond. And anyone looking out, I mean, if today you'd have this thing, this would be viral all over the internet. But today you would have, you know, somebody get their camera out and film this little boy running around this pond with hundreds of ducks chasing him. I ran all the way around the pond as fast as I could, got back to the condo where we were staying, jumped up on the porch, pulled open the sliding glass door, closed it, pulled it behind me. And I was too embarrassed to admit to my mom and my dad that I'd just been chased by a bunch of ducks, and then I was terrified.
Were you screaming like a little girl?
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Wow, I'm surprised your nickname wasn't Crybaby or Crazy Duck.
Wow, you really you made that up just now?
I did.
Wow. It's impressive. But yeah, those are some of my early fishing stories.
That's cool. I don't have many. I didn't grow up fishing like many people did, but yeah. I think the first time I held a fishing rod was maybe 3 years ago. And look where I am now, addicted.
Yeah.
Need counseling. Oh no. This is what people are really getting on to watch is our first argument on live TV here.
On live TV.
Live TV. Oh, we got a question. What?
Oh,
what?
Wait.
What's going on?
Oh my God.
Yes. That's funny.
Carl is stacking up tonight, man.
Uh-huh.
Carl, you've won all of our prizes.
Yay!
You've won the BKD pink 6-inch. These crushed redfish, the half-ounce jigs, and the $20 gift certificate.
That's crazy.
For BKD.
Right on.
We save on shipping.
Get it, Carl. Awesome, for sure.
Yeah, get it, Carl. Congratulations. We will send those to you, sir.
Are you connected to Carl? Can you do that?
No, Carl, when you were on doing your show, I told Carl to message us on Facebook.
Okay, good. All right, cool. Congratulations. Wow.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
Yeah.
What else we got in this offbeat show going on?
We have we have 6 people online right now.
We asked the audience questions. How about that? We just put it out there.
Could everyone watching put in the most memorable fish that they've caught in their lifetime?
Or a crazy scenario, like the duck master here, where you get chased by ducks and you have to scream all the way home.
Deal.
Any cool story?
Yeah,
right?
It can be long. We'll post it and we'll read the whole thing. We got a little bit of time here. We've got 16 more minutes.
Right.
So you can type it in. It'll be long, and the winner, you know what? We'll find.
We're gonna do another gift. Huh?
We'll find a gift, right?
How about some GI jigs? Here, I'm gonna go pull something here.
Yeah, GI jigs would be great. But we're getting a lot of videos in from Southwest Florida. Our buddy E hooked a tarpon the other day that probably jumped over a tree. That thing was so high. Ben Price says black one, the one in the picture. My first one. Which picture, Ben? Where do we find that?
We don't have
no, it's right here.
Oh, it's in there.
It's right there.
I see it.
That little guy right there.
Nice.
The one in the picture. Your first black drum. All right, Ben, tell us about that.
Yeah, how'd you get it? What happened?
Lady C is pulling out the stops here. Are we giving away all this?
Well,
stuff?
No, it's for choice.
So what do they get?
Choose.
They get 2 of the 6.
Yeah, so 2 per story or answered question.
Wait, you brought me an empty bag.
I did. It's terrible. All right, well, I have to make it
So
up with
if
a
you
BK.
win, you get 1 empty GI. No,
Hey, it was touched by both of us.
So
it's
the story of
now.
the night that gets shared with us gets Masa's on
Masa!
big time, baby.
Masa's got some cool stories.
Masa does have.
You
some
can
cool
win
stories.
a prize, Captain.
All right, so we still got the Crazyhorse nickname. We got to fix that.
Yeah.
All right, so that's been answered. Carl West answered that.
Right
the
on for
current prize is for best story. Go ahead, take the time, type it in. We got 16 minutes. Craziest story that's ever happened to you.
Yep.
And you win your choice of one of these GI jigs. These things are mackerel murderers. I know we're all about catch and release. I don't want to use too much violent language.
It's good for a lot of things, yeah.
They are. Yeah, we got a pink here. Again, a good color for bull reds. Although that's not my favorite lure for bull reds.
No.
And then we have a gold with chartreuse and a silver with chartreuse. You get your choice of that.
Straight bass on those too.
And then you get your choice of like the bubble gum with speckles on it.
Yep.
Or I think this is like pumpkin seed.
Yeah.
That's what I would call that.
Mm-hmm.
Down in Georgia, we call it pumpkin seed. Pumpkin. You got that pumpkin seed.
And it doesn't have to be a fishing story. Just let's keep it clean, people.
Does that have to be outdoor sports
it's
related?
Outdoor sports, yes.
Outdoor sports related.
So it could be hunting, it could be crabbing. I love crabbing. So I'm a little biased to that.
Oh, Masa, see, I was just about to share it, and I was like, maybe he's typing it in. All right, yeah, so Masa, Captain Masa, who does our amazing fishing report for salty Georgia coastal
It's always fun doing a report with Captain Masa.
It is.
I wish we can bring him in so we can share
such positive energy.
Yeah.
We actually probably could if we had a little bit more warning. Captain Masa said, I had the most epic day Tuesday. I was fishing for tarpon, and out of the blue, the bait started bursting the top all around me. It was crazy. I thought I was in a tarpon frenzy, but it was not tarpon, it was sharks.
Oh, boy.
I hooked 2 6-foot-plus sharks on top water.
Whoa.
Lost both my plugs. It was crazy cool.
It was worth it, though, right?
That sounds crazy cool.
Fun.
Masa, as a follow-up, how long did you have those 6-foot sharks on?
Yeah.
And what rig was it that you had? I'm guessing it was one of your battles or your spin fishers, but
yeah, it's a good question.
Tell me about that.
When we got the 4-foot hammerhead, we just used croaker.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be interesting to see how you got your. Oh, here we go. 15 seconds. No way.
That's pretty long. I mean, that's longer than when you caught your hammerhead.
Yeah.
And then I was next. And when these sharks were eating at where was that? That was Cape Canaveral. When those sharks were eating, the action was like every 3, 4, 5, maybe 10 minutes the shark would take it. So I was next, and I picked it up, and it was just like And I really should have let that shark run, and I decided to tighten my drag.
Yeah, no bueno.
No bueno, no good. Ben says, what does he say here? He
Wait
says,
a minute.
we went with my son's friend. We had 2 sons and myself, and we all hooked up to our first black drum together. Is that the same trip, Ben? The first time?
I think it is, but that's just my assumption. Could be wrong.
And I've got so many follow-up questions. Who caught the biggest drum?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
There you go. I thought so.
Yeah. Masa says straight drag music, then pop. Yeah. We went. Okay, so it was your. So Ben, who caught the biggest one?
All right. So if you're tuning in, we're having some kind of random show going on here. It's kind of fun though. We are looking for if you want to share a story about fishing or hunting or crabbing, any outdoor sports. An interesting story, though.
Well, interesting is a very subjective term.
Yes, that's true. That's true.
Someone might be like,
I caught something.
I was organizing all of my old Field and Stream magazines.
Oh my gosh.
And the craziest thing happened. Page 43 from episode 67 from 1984.
That would
fell out right onto the table.
We have never heard a story like that.
And then the fan blew that page into my stack of Hardy Boys books.
Wow. This really happened?
That's interesting
to
somebody.
Did it take you somewhere? Did you just go somewhere?
that could be interesting to some people, but
yes, that's true.
But we won't pick that question. Right now, I think is Masa eligible?
You know,
we'll have to think about that.
Yeah, one. My oldest. Okay.
Ben says my oldest caught the biggest, my second biggest, mine second, and younger son smaller, but not by much. That looks like a good. I don't know, Carl, you're just going for a straight sweep. Ben, I would say that probably looks like a 25-pound fish, or is that too big? Maybe 20. Just guessing. The Facebook logo is kind of blocking the fish's head, so it's hard to see. Carl, going for the straight sweep. Rockfish topwater like 10 years ago, early November, slick calm, fishing the stump fields around the Eastern Shore Islands. Man, this sounds like my kind of thing.
I like the story.
First cast with a Zara spook, so it's topwater. Zara spooks are this little they're like almost featureless topwaters. Halfway to the boat, big blow up, and it was on. Fought the fish for a minute or two as it proceeded to get entangled in the wood. As we motored up to the fish to try to free it, leader broke and he was gone. Quickly tied on another top water plug. Next cast, big blow up. Landed this one, 36 and a half on top water. Then proceeded to what happened? What happened? I was right in the middle of the story.
Until next time.
No, I think I don't know, maybe StreamYard has a cutoff.
No.
Or maybe
there's a lot of dots there.
Maybe he's finishing the story.
Yeah, he's keeping us in suspense. This is good. He's a good storyteller. He cuts us off right when it gets really good. He's like, hold on.
That reminds me a lot of my personal best rockfish. But I mean, I'm not great or anything. I just landed both of mine. I'm just saying.
Oh boy.
I caught my personal best. It was like 36 inches, and then got it into the kayak, and on my very next cast, caught a 36 and a half incher. Two biggest rockfish I've ever caught on consecutive casts.
Yeah, I didn't measure the striped bass that we were catching in Virginia at Smith Mountain Lake. That was really cool.
Oh, those were mid-30s.
They were beasts. Yeah.
Those are big fish.
Big.
Yeah. So, Carl, I'm not sure if you were meaning to leave us in suspense or if you got like a character limit or what.
No, I love this suspense.
Or if he's just feverishly typing the rest of the message. I'm not sure, but man, I mean, I guess we could send all these prizes to one dude. I mean, Carl's like, forget the tackle shop. I'm just going to watch the show every week.
Well, they are all committed followers. I think everyone should get at least one. Yeah. For participation.
But wait, Dave
Oh,
McCollum.
Dave McCullough.
Dave McCollum. Here we go.
All right.
The chat cut off. It's in the.
Oh, it does cut off.
The chat cut it off. It's in the chat. I don't see it though, Carl. It cut it off for us too, buddy.
It's all right. I like the suspense being.
Dave. Now, if you guys don't know Dave.
Uh-oh.
You're
gonna die.
So, Lady C here has like a class of fishermen that she calls the Beastmaster.
Beastmaster.
And I believe, help me out with that.
Yeah.
The Beastmasters would be Alan Batista.
Mm-hmm.
Is Walleye Pete in there?
Yes.
Who else?
Oh, geez. Steve Griffin.
Steve
recently
Griffin, for sure.
was indicted into the
inducted. Anyways, there's a few people in it, but Dave McCullum here is like the OG Beastmaster.
Okay.
Like this guy is, just shows up on Facebook about, once a month or once a week,
right.
And he's got a giant, and it's not always a snakehead. Sometimes it's a striped bass. It's a big redfish, big trout. But Dave says most memorable wasn't caught by me. It was caught by my son at 6 years old.
That is cool.
Canoeing in the Susquehanna.
Canoeing.
I was paddling and Kyle was casting a pearl twister
nice.
On a 1/8 ounce jig head. Suddenly he shouts, "Dad, I got a big one." The rod is doubled over, and of course I'm thinking he is snagged. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When Lady C was first started fishing, I used to think that when you said you had a big one, I thought snagged.
You thought it was meaning you? Oh, it's cute.
No, that's not what I said. As I swing the canoe around to paddle back to what I was thinking was a snag, a smallmouth of behemoth proportions erupts high out of the water. I go into hyper focus and mad paddling, chasing the fish. Wow. So Dave, real quick, was it upstream or downstream that you were chasing the fish?
I just think it's cool that he was canoeing. When's the last time anyone in our show or audience has said they caught a really cool fish canoeing, right? And no equipment.
Dave got cut off too. Kyle maintains his calm. Dave, if you're still there,
that's really cool.
If you could finish it.
Upstream.
Yeah. So he's got to chase the fish upstream.
Canoeing. I'm going to focus on this. He was canoeing.
And Kyle's 6. So he's got a fish on it.
He was really excited.
He's got a fish on, so Kyle's not helping.
Oh, well.
Right, so Dave is
I'm sure that his
paddling upstream.
His papa was maintaining.
Dave, if we missed anything critical after Kyle maintains his calm, please type it in the chat. Carl, same thing with you, because those
I love this
both stories
I love it.
kind of put us in that place, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been fishing with young anglers and new anglers, and you're absolutely right, Dave. Like, it happens to everyone. I mean, it still happens to me when I hook into something on the bottom. I'm like, I'm hooked up, and then then I'm on a rock or something, and then I try to just say, "Oh, it's just kidding. I'm just playing."
Oh,
that didn't happen. But
I'd like to share a memorable story.
That's a good.
I actually posted it recently. Some of my best stories come from when I either did bank fishing, pier fishing, or volunteering. So it was actually a year ago today, and I posted this on the website. I was pier fishing, and a woman shows up behind me, and she's like, "Hi." She's like, "I've never done this before," and she's carrying a rod that's not even set up or anything. So I help her out with that. They did not set her up right. I'm not going to name the store that she went to. So I recommended her go back to a different store. She came back with a really good setup. I showed her how to cast. She caught more fish than me that day. Not only that, these kids come out to the pier, local kids, and they're ready to go. They know what they're doing. One guy caught this really big catfish, and then it just went dead. Like the bite went dead. There's dredging going on in the distance. The dredger guys see us fishing. They get in their little boat and come over to the pier. They get their fishing rods, they get their nets, and they start pulling out crabs off of the pier so the kids can use it for bait to catch more fish. And I have the video on my Facebook page about that.
Imagine
But
that, two guys working
just
on a
like-
workboat, see two ladies fishing on a pier, leave their boat to come fish with you guys.
It was for the kids, man. It was for the kids.
Obviously for the kids.
I just thought it
Obviously
was
for the kids.
amazing. And then they leave, and then these two really amazing guys come out with their kids, and then I have another amazing time with them after that. I mean, just fishing is just an amazing experience sometimes. The people you meet, the camaraderie, the funny stuff that happens, the amazing stuff that happens, like what Dave shared, canoeing. I can't get past the canoeing part.
So-
I've canoed, and that's pretty hard.
Who do we got as a winner tonight?
This is tough. Because Carl, although Carl already won something, he had a really good. Dave, I love his story. I'm a little biased. Okay, yeah. All right.
1, 2, 3. Dave.
I love the story. I want to know the rest of it, though.
But if you're still there,
yeah.
you want pink bubble gum or you want pumpkin seed?
Oh,
And do you want the pink,
there's a lot of pink going on
the
here.
silver,
Yeah.
and chartreuse, or we got the rest of the story
It's so funny.
and the golden chartreuse. All right, so we got the rest of the story.
I love it.
Multiple leaps, and soon enough the fish was at the gunnel.
Yep.
I lip it, measure it, and weigh it 22 inches. That's a big old smallie.
He's 6 years old. He's so,
And he's
it's so
6.
cute. I would have loved to seen the photos if you have any of this.
But you know what?
Yeah.
When you have a 6-year-old angler, like totally, Kyle caught that fish. But you got to give Dave props for on a fish like that setting the drag properly.
So true.
If
right?
that
He
drag
set
was
him up for
not set
success. Yeah.
properly,
Yeah.
there's no way a 6-year-old would have caught that because he'd have been reeling
That's
it
true. Yeah.
the whole time.
Yeah. So his papa knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah.
Which we already know this about Dave. But yeah.
Dave knows what he's doing. Dave
Yes.
knows what he's doing.
Right on.
So Kyle instantly becomes a pro and explains to me his technique. He was like,
Oh,
first
that's
of all,
so cute.
I handed it to you and you set the drag right. And then you handed
Did you
that
see me?
pro.
Did you see me? I was pulling it in. I was pulling it slow, and yeah.
So Dave, if you're still there, buddy, is it pumpkin seed or bubblegum glitter? So you get a choice between these two, and then you get a choice between the gold and the chartreuse, the silver and the chartreuse,
Yeah.
or the pink.
The only sport I know where men fight over bright colors.
And Dave, if you don't answer, I'll just reach out to you.
Yeah, it's
But-
good.
I mean, I've seen your fish. It doesn't probably really matter which of these you take. You're gonna take them and use them
Yeah.
better than I would have. So,
Right on. Well, thanks for sharing these stories. I love it.
yeah,
It just fills my heart, though.
fun
too.
little impromptu show.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm saddened that Dana couldn't join us tonight, but
Oh.
we said chartreuse minnow
Okay.
and the pink. So we got 2 chartreuse, Dave. While you're still there, we got a silver chartreuse. Oops. Silver chartreuse and gold. Okay, so and then you want the pink BKD. Got it. But
Okay.
which one of the Dave? Which one do you want? The silver or the gold? Rain minnows.
Green minnow. Citrus.
Gold.
Sold.
That's exactly what I would have done. All right, guys. Thank you for tuning
Yes.
in and for contributing. We had a good time. We had
Yeah.
a little impromptu video.
I love it. It's a good way
Or
to end the
live.
evening. Yeah.
Good way to end the evening. We don't do stuff, do lives enough together.
No,
always one
it's
of us.
nice. Yeah.
All right, gang. Thanks so much for watching.
Yep. Fish on, y'all.
Boom.
Young